Sarah's got a question.
Well, first of all, I've got something to say. That's just been the biggest show of heartfelt leadership I've ever seen, Laura. You know what? That took a lot of guts. Okay. But Laura did something, and I'll be fast. Laura did something during lockdown which I thought was extraordinary, which was a group of women, and Amanda was in it. We got Laura to come when she was going through all her chemo. She took time to teach us about essential oils. And we couldn't get anyone off the Zoom, could we?
Well, we're on and on. It was a 2-hour session. That was really running late. It was amazing.
It was brilliant. So, but I was thinking, Laura, you know, you're now our aromatherapist. Maybe you could give us a Scented Saviour tip every week or two, maybe on the WhatsApp, or whenever you feel like it, because I just like how real you've just made that.
Thank you. I'd love that. That would be amazing.
That's my question. Will you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay.
It's a date.
Woo.
Thank you.
And I'd just like to add something else, because as you know, we ran SpaFest Gives Back, which was funded by the money raised from last year up at Carden Park. It was awesome, really. Some lovely folk, including Tori and Claire and Mark and Ian Bell, who's going to rock up, were all there helping, and Nikki. And so thank you. But we had some heartfelt awards for the first time, and a certain young lady won one of our awards for innovation. So there you go.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much.
Good.
I keep running away.
Just stay there. Stay there.
Just real quick.
All speeches this afternoon are cancelled.
Just real quick. First of all, I love you with the soul of me. I'm so goddamn lucky to walk this earth in your lifetime. Okay? Question: How important is intuition?
Oh, what a great thing to talk about. It's everything for me. It's absolutely everything. Like with this whole processing of these big emotions, it was intuitive, because cardamom to me was very much a physical oil, helping with nervous tummy and all of that. But I was drawn to it for some reason. It just helped me process stuff, and I think energy bounces off each other, and I think that you will be able to intuit what that person needs quite often, and that will change from one moment to the next, and that's fascinating. So top of my tree for intuition, yeah, definitely. Thanks.
Great question. Oh, hold on. Do you want to stand up and come over, because I'm not that slim?
Firstly, we were talking earlier, or Sue was, and others, about schools and how we get inspiration to our young people. It's standing in front of us. And secondly, an FYI, aromatherapy blending is in the apprenticeship standard, and it's in the T level. It has come back into provision instead of being massaged with pre-blended oils.
That's a result. Fantastic. Thank you.
Sue.
Don't go, Laura.
Oh! I definitely won't. Oh, God.
You're amazing. Don't even go there. I just want to ask you, it's so long. So Laura knows I'm a clinical aromatherapist, but it's a long time since I worked actively. You said about the bloodstream. We were never allowed to say that. Is it now? Is the evidence that we can say it? Can we say it?
I don't know.
The oils, I mean, we know they do, but we were never allowed to say about the bloodstream. It was, so for instance, on pack, in training, all of that stuff.
No, still not. You still can't make a claim to say that is the case, and yet I don't understand it, because it's clinically happening. You know, you smell lavender or whatever essential oil, and it comes out in your pee 20 minutes, half an hour later, and you can analyse it and you can see it and all of these things. So I don't understand commercially why it won't allow you to make those medical claims, but it definitely, you know, some essential oils are really harmful. You know, and drug interactions are really dangerous. So it's definitely in your system.
So these ones, I need to have a side conversation with you, because SATCC is being asked by so many product houses and individuals about contraindications for cancer and what we can put in product and what we aren't. And sadly, a lot of people who are doing the training are not testing their products properly and getting clinical approval. So are you saying, and do we have evidence that these ones are not contraindicated? We could use these...
As far as I know, absolutely, those essential oils. I mean, there's a thing about dilution levels in using it on the skin.
Yeah, no.
But in terms of inhalation...
3% maximum or 5?
Yeah, 2.5%.
2.5 to 3.
With cancer, maybe slightly less
Yes.
as well, so the build-up. But yeah, those are on the GRAS list, but also not high in ketones. To be honest, there's not many with cancer care that are contraindicated. There's,
It's interesting because the whole industry is...
Oh, they're like... don't touch. It's
So maybe we need to pioneer that. I'll have a conversation with you.
great.
I was just going to say on that, from a chemistry point of view, there are kind of two things on it. One of which is you've got to be careful. As soon as you say it's in the bloodstream, they get carried away with medicines, hence the legislation. But also, some of the allergens, if you're on chemotherapy or radiotherapy, you can be hypersensitized to them, which is your contraindications. So you've just got to be careful on the concentrations of some of the minor elements, because when you talk about lavender, it's not a single compound, it's 200 compounds working together.
Correct.
And things like clove oil turns out to be really toxic, even though we've been putting it on our teeth for years.
That's so true.
So,
And
just have to be
actually,
careful.
thank you for reminding Neil, because peppermint is actually one of the ones which activates chemotherapy dramatically. It increases absorption by 75%. That's hugely significant and obviously massively contraindicated to a certain type of chemotherapy if you're on it. So still lots to do.
That's why people are being safe.
Yes.
They're probably more worried about making mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the whole don't touch anybody with cancer and welcome them into a spa. So, yeah.
Question. Sorry.